How's it going, everybody? December 26th, day after Christmas. Hope everybody's having a great day. Those of you who got back to work today or worked yesterday, or those of you still enjoying time with your family on vacation, totally great. Please enjoy it all. But good evening, everyone. I'm Dr. Joaquin Acosta, your guide and companion on this journey of discovery and enlightenment in the world of healthcare. As the CEO of PharmTrue and your host for tonight's Know Your Pharmacist live stream, I'm thrilled to welcome you to a special episode where innovation meets care and technology intertwined with human wellness. Tonight, we're diving into a future where healthcare transcends traditional boundaries. We're going to explore how recent eye drop recalls are shaping the need for new FDA powers and how AI is not just a tool, but a visionary companion, reading our minds and unlocking new realms of possibilities. In our Enlightenment Hour, we'll discuss a groundbreaking moment where ChatGPT and AI is celebrated as one of the scientists of the year, a testament to the incredible era we are living in. In our Herbal Wellness Corner tonight, we're taking a critical look at the DEA's latest stance on cannabinoids, a topic that's as complex as it is crucial. And as we bid farewell to 2023 and welcome the new year, join us in our community spotlight for a festive celebration where the vibrant spirit of our community comes alive with music, food, and the iconic chili drop to celebrate the new year, guys. As we embark on this journey tonight, remember our goal is not just to inform, but connect, collaborate, and to kindle the flame of curiosity and care within each of us. Together, we're going to navigate the intricate tapestry of healthcare, blending science with empathy, expertise, and understanding. So sit back, relax, and let's embark on this enlightening adventure together. Your thoughts, questions, insights are all part of the journey, guys. Together, we're not just viewers and speakers. We're partners in shaping a healthier, more informed world. Welcome to Know Your Pharmacist. Let's make this evening not just informative, but transformative. Jumping right on in, guys, rethinking the FDA's role here in eye drop management. Very interesting things. For our over-the-counter people, we know a lot of us here as allergy season's about to kick up, dry eye season, so on and so forth, guys. Eye drops are a very, very important dosage form that, looking at this, experts are saying safer eye drops are going to require new FDA powers. And so looking at this whole thing, selection of eye drops on the shelf over here, talking about the series of recalls, guys, over-the-counter eye drops showing just how little U.S. officials know about the conditions at manufacturing plants on the other side of the world where limited tools they have to force products off the market, and that's a problem. So how does that look, right? You could be buying eye drops at any U.S. store. You might assume you're getting a product made in a clean, well-maintained factory that's passed muster with health regulators, right? But look, repeated recalls involving over-the-counter eye drops are drawing new attention to just how little U.S. officials know about the conditions at some manufacturing plants on other sides of the world, and limited tools that they have to intervene is a problem. So apparently, the Food and Drug Administration is asking for Congress for new powers, including the ability to mandate drug recalls and require eye drop makers to undergo inspections before shipping products to the United States. But experts say those capabilities will do little without more staff and resources for foreign inspections, which were a challenge before the COVID-19 pandemic forced regulators to skip thousands of visits. So the whole thing is crazy, guys. Basically, of course, FDA hit a lot of different technical and I guess personnel-wise, just literally body count inability to operate because of so many things that happened out of the COVID-19 pandemic. And right here, 2022, foreign inspections of the FDA were down 79% from 2019. But guys, I know all of our in-house FDA inspections are great, but again, our over-the-counter products can be sourced right from anywhere in the world. And we really do oftentimes outsource a lot of that manufacturing to our third world countries in India and China, so on and so forth. And again, recalls with those eye drops, for a compounding pharmacy, for instance, in the state of New Mexico or most places in the United States, I think, to be able to do an eye drop, you have to be sterile compounding certified, right? And you have to be able to maintain all the USP 800 standards, so on and so forth. And guys, that requires a lot of upfront investment, a lot of regulation, so on and so forth, to be able to keep and maintain those standards to create eye drops, right? If you're going to make antibiotic eye drops or whatever those eye drops might be, if you were going to do it from an independent pharmacy side, you're literally having to do it with, again, all of the highest requirements by law. But for whatever reason, we allow internationally, you can make eye drops at whatever standard, put it in a bottle, and sell it to CVS or Walgreens, right? Especially if they had you down their pipeline. So again, we can't regulate how they do those things, and it's interesting to see internally, our own even ability to produce this stuff in the United States. We really regulate it, but where are we actually buying and selling it all from? Again, it's going to be out in the third world countries because it's rather expensive to produce in America, especially when you have those kinds of stringent requirements, and we can just offload that sort of thing to, yes, overseas, and they skip it all, take all the shortcuts, infect us with their product recalls, and we force ourselves to have to create these new regulations, as I just talked about. So interesting things there, but rethinking eye drop safety, guys. I mean, FDA needs to have a way to regulate those foreign FDA approved facilities, whether or not they have some authority to figure that out or create some sort of international group to be able to service that. That's all just very interesting, and again, I think important, right? Because we look at the sourcing for the things that we put in our eyes. It's a very sensitive thing, of course, and we hold our community pharmacies, our pharmacy industry here in the States, very, very highly accountable to all of that. It's just weird when the over-the-counter industry and the pharmacy industries intersect, and all of a sudden it turns into an international shit show. So anyways, let's move on. Running into our technology talk tonight, guys. This is pretty cool. So check this out. World's first mental images extracted from human brain activity using AI. So very, very interesting, right? Unraveling the mystery of the human mind, Japanese researchers have developed brain decoding technology leveraging artificial intelligence to translate human brain activity into mental images of objects and landscapes. Led by a team from the National Institutes for Quantum Science and Technology and Osaka University, this approach produced vivid depictions such as a distinct leopard with discernible features like ears, mouth, spots, and objects like an airplane with red wing lights. So replicating mental imagery. Past research has managed to recreate images people have seen by analyzing their brain activity. However, making these mental images visible to others is difficult. A few studies have actually been able to show mental images, and these images were usually limited to certain categories like human faces, letters, or shapes. So therefore, according to just some of this interesting stuff here, visualizing mental imagery for arbitrary natural images stands as a significant milestone, said researchers in the study, and researchers exposing participants to about 1,200 images and then meticulously analyzing and quantifying the correlation between their brain signals and the visual stimuli using functional magnetic resonance imaging, or fMRI. This mapping was then used to train a generative AI to decipher and replicate the mental imagery derived from brain activity, and the experimental results demonstrated the capabilities of proposed framework in reconstructing both natural images and artificial shapes imagined by human participants, right? So implications there of the brain decoding could help in potential applications in medicine and welfare, said researchers in the study. Very cool, right? So what is this? The convergence right there of neuroscience and AI, as you already see, other basically very interactive things like these AI, Facebook glasses or whatever else they may be. I mean, again, skipping to the point, why use any hardware when you can tap into the electronic source? That's probably closer than we think. I think maybe just the ethics of being inside somebody's head might be probably the more questionable thing there, especially if that's figured out already, right? So you look at that and it's pretty insane. But looking where, brain activity and brain waves can be analyzed and then thus translated into, a visual image, of course, what they did there is they took, again, 1,200 participants, feeding them all images, right? Analyzing the brain waves. So if, a mountain produced this brainwave in this way with all these colors, and if all of these people are registering it rather similarly, and put enough data into the generative AI, and those algorithms literally, right, start finding the patterns, and really dialing that in. And so that's kind of a very interesting situation there that, again, it's going to take our entire, understanding of this whole entire thing that we call life to an insane level. And so just want to bring that up for good measure. It's not anything to say that technology is there today. You can't plug your brain directly into the matrix yet. I mean, you can't, necessarily sit there like, I think of Harry Potter or something, and you can store your memories in like a little vial and then go recall them for later, like that. Again, all very interesting things there. So crazy. I know, but I'm telling you, it's all real. Guys, check this out. So segueing on this, guys, just talking even more about kind of the importance of what this is. For the first time, the journal Nature has chosen a non-human being ChatGPT as one of its scientists of the year. So I think, this is interesting. I think this is very, we're talking about, especially as we talk about, right here, generative AI, being able to literally put thoughts into a picture. And guys, you're looking at technology that was released, to the public within the last year, 2 years, whatever, on the private sector, and however long those things existed. That's up for, whoever knows those things. But for what it is now, you see a rapid, 2023 in and of itself in terms of technology advancement. And now, generative AI is not only predicting new protein structures that we may have never even seen before in DNA sequencing, so on and so forth. Think about that kind of stuff when you come to cloning or any other sort of DNA, perhaps manipulation you could possibly have. I mean, go look at the technology CRISPR, and I've talked about it here in this podcast as well before. CRISPR again, and they're that technology that does that. It's very interesting. Again, ChatGPT is a big baseline for a lot of these new AI models that are coming out, so on and so forth. Again, Google Bard is on its own thing. Google MedPal 2 is on its own thing. Elon's got his own thing. Everybody's got their own thing. But again, Nature picked ChatGPT as a non-human being, right, as one of the scientists of the year. And I think it's important there because you think about Nature. I mean, granted, this is the journal Nature, but again, in our enlightenment hour, the goal of Nature in and of itself, right, is to evolve, to advance. It's a very personal thing. Nature is all the parts to the whole. Again, and as Nature has its own way of humbling everybody, and whether somebody put it through your religious connotations or whatever else, right? The bigger picture there is, again, that is a large portion to human evolution. Nature continues to put us out here to evolve. We're one of 8 billion people in the entire world, and Nature makes you want to evolve. It makes it a very easy experience, right? Nature lives to build itself bigger, and then it sorts itself out. Anyways, Nature magazine, I thought it was interesting, picked ChatGPT here as one of the scientists of the year, because I'm telling you, it's literally ChatGPT, this generative AI, all this is changing evolution as you think, right? I mean, humans now have evolved to what we are from thousands of years ago, and where we continue to evolve, and the way Nature in and of itself evolves. Obviously, technology is a part of this nature. And now that the technology can help this evolution be primed towards a, even more nature benefiting state, it's going to thus, take itself to its own course of rapid and exponential growth. And I think that's just some pretty insane things there, guys, to think about here. Is you just talk about the whole thing, and again, the article in and of itself, and I think it's all very interesting. But those are just the points of contention I have, because you really think of the way data processing within a machine, data processing within a brain, where it all is able to intersect, intertwine, and feed itself, feed it, and feed each other. It's physics to the next degree of reality, right, and perception and all of that. So either way, the steps forward of today are having that better understanding towards shared goals of great nature and great evolution of health, right? Keeping the world better. So guys, ChatGPT took us places in 2023, and it's insane. I have no idea where 2024 is going to go. And that's my rant on this on day after Christmas. Anyways, interesting stuff showing you guys here. In our Herbal Wellness Corner, the DEA placed 6 cannabinoids in a temporary Schedule 1. This was just recent. As of, this was, I believe, a couple weeks ago. So we're going to discuss basically what this means, because I think this is positive for cannabis in terms of, DEA actually acknowledging the other phytocannabinoids there, even though they put them on the temporary Schedule 1, which is frustrating. But where you really look at the imbalanced regulation and those sales of it all, this is kind of what they're looking at. So basically, DEA said these 6 substances in Schedule 1 was necessary to avoid imminent hazards to public safety that are being sold as herbal incense and promoted as a legal alternative to cannabis. So all these that are out there, methyl 3,3-dimethyl 2, right? It's a giant list there of, some really, artificial synthetic things. And, remember when spice started messing everybody up? These 6 synthetic cannabinoids that are very spice-like, which I can't even pronounce, and none of us necessarily can, but these are what are going to be in all those, chemicals that cause all these, brain changes and physiological changes that oftentimes lead to, epileptic seizures, shock, death, so on and so forth, that cannabis does not. At least, we're going to get these out of our gas stations. We're going to get these off the streets and get people stopping to either associate cannabis with anything like this, which these kinds of spice substances ruin the name for cannabis, right? Especially because, again, you can really see a bad physiological response happening there versus just hitting a ceiling dose when it comes to cannabis. So again, that's the passion I'm sharing. Hope you guys get that. But these synthetic cannabinoids, again, like these are not things that phytocannabinoids that come out of the plant, synthetics. So yuck. Stay away from all that, guys. Stick with the all natural. Don't let your kids, grandkids, grandparents, uncles, aunties, sisters, brothers, whatever it may be, buy that gas station CBD or cannabis or herbs, right? Spices. Get them off of that crap. And it's now illegal and shouldn't even be in those gas stations anyways, so on and so forth, smoke shops. All right, guys, New Year's Eve special. We're talking about what's coming up on the New Year's Eve. Basically, December 31st, festivities beginning at 8 p.m. on the downtown plaza, guys. Food and games, party favors, live music by the Memphis Band at 9 p.m. and DJ going throughout the night. And this is going to be the big chili drop here. So very exciting. Go down to the plaza, Las Cruces Chili Drop, voted as a top 10 contender and placed number 3 on the list, guys. Pretty cool, right? So again, this is actually going to be broadcasted, I believe, on CNN as well. So the Chili Drop for this year made top 3. It's going to be broadcasted on CNN. Starts at 8 p.m. Boom, 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 hit it. All right, last thing, guys, 2024 health goals start with a check-up, Men's Health Minute. That's my challenge into 2024. First 6 weeks, go schedule yourself a physical. Go get your man a physical scheduled, whether that be, father, husband, boyfriend, brother, cousin, uncle. You yourself. That's a challenge. So anyways, we're wrapping this baby up. See you guys tomorrow. Much love. Hope everybody had a great recovery from their first day off the holiday. And this just, your holiday's still going awesome.